So after being utterly disappointed by Alien Covenant and being pretty pissed off, right after, I went. The next movie that played alongside it was the movie Snatched. This was a comedy that I kind of wanted to go see, but because it wasn't getting good reviews, I was like, The main reason why I wanted to see it was because I've always been a huge fan of Goldie Hawn. And this was the first time she's been in a movie since 2002. Since, that movie was The Banger Sisters. It's bad I even remember that. And I remember that movie. I've seen that movie. I remember kind of liking it. It's been a long goddamn time since I've seen it, but I've probably seen it only once. But I've always loved Goldie Hawn. She's always one of my favorite actresses. Her and Kurt Russell are two of my favorite actresses, and of course they're a couple together. So hey, I just called Kurt Russell an actress. And I also don't mind Amy Schumer. I'm still kind of becoming new to Amy Schumer. I know she's the Republicans' favorite punching bag, which makes me like her a little bit more. Sorry for anybody watching that are Republicans. I love Trainwreck. I thought she was fantastic in that. That was really my first introduction, because I'd never watched her show. I didn't watch any of her stand-up. And when I saw Trainwreck, I love Trainwreck. That made my list of the best film of 2015. And this looked perfectly fine. This looked like these two could have great chemistry together as a mother-daughter. And I honestly wanted to go take my mom to see this because she loves Goldie Hawn too. She's like me, loves Goldie Hawn, always has. And she liked the concept behind this movie because she likes Amy Schumer too. But I can't even believe I'm going to say what I'm about to say, but this was better than fucking Alien Covenant. If you would have told me that going in, I would have said you're fucking full of shit. This movie was perfectly fine. I didn't really dislike this movie. It was just a perfectly fine comedy, and the fact that this is getting worse reviews than Alien Covenant proves beyond a shadow of a fucking doubt that critics don't know what the fuck they're talking about anymore. Alien Covenant is getting about the same almost reviews as Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't want to even get into this. This is so fucking stupid. I don't know what grading scale the critics are going on anymore. This was fine. It was perfectly fine. There was nothing really bad about it. It was like any comedy. It has bits that work, and there's bits, of course, that don't work. But for the most part, it was it worked. That makes any sense. I loved both Amy Schumer and Goldie Hawn in this. They were both hilarious together. They had great chemistry together. I could buy them as a mother-daughter combination. Amy Schumer could get a little grating at times. Sometimes she's this is really the first time I could honestly say that. There was times her character was kind of a dumbass, but at least her character is supposed to be a dumbass, not like in Alien Covenant where they're supposed to be these intelligent people. And it's done for laughs. But she's perfectly fine. She's the plot of the movie is that she was supposed to go on a trip to Ecuador for her boyfriend, and she just lost her job. At the beginning of the movie, she loses her job, and her boyfriend backs out on her and dumps her, so she forces her mother, Goldie Hawn, to go with her. And I love the fact that Goldie Hawn is a crazy cat lady. That was pretty funny. That made me laugh immensely. You also have Wanda Sykes pops up in this as you've seen her in the trailer. She has that funny line. She had one of the best line in the whole trailer, which you've seen in this one, where it was did you know that 1 in 4 tourists go missing in Ecuador? Oh, you're kidding, right? It said 1, 2, 3. There's someone missing. I was like, I was like, I love that line. I love that. It was pretty funny. I love that line. Um, not everything in the trailer, like, not everything is shown in the trailer. Not all the funny bits are shown in the trailer, including. I didn't know until probably about a couple days before seeing this that Joan Cusack is in this movie. She's not in any of the advertisements I'd seen of this movie, and there's a reason why. This had to be the easiest paycheck of her career. She's great in this. She was fantastic. She plays Wanda Sykes' best friend, who goes with Wanda Sykes on a trip to Ecuador with her, and you're told her backstory is that she used to be in special ops. Joan Cusack's character was in special ops, and right before she retired from special ops, she cut out her own tongue so she didn't reveal any secrets. And so she's a deaf mute who just is fucking crazy, and it's kind of hilarious. I will admit, it's fucking hilarious. Like they're just the bits of her. I feel like they could have used her more. I love Joan Cusack, but one of my things that kind of like is a deal breaker for me with her, and it sounds mean, but it is kind of the truth, is that sometimes her voice can become grating. And when she's a deaf mute in a movie, props for me. Still love Joan Cusack. Don't get me wrong. I love her as an actress, as a comedic actress. There's a lot of stuff I can say she's funny in, but sometimes her voice can be grating. I can't be the only one. I also always liked Wanda Sykes as an actress. One of my favorite. There's a few favorite bits in this movie. The brother was pretty funny. I forget what that guy's name is. The brother that keeps calling the FBI agent and threatening him, and he's the one in the trailer to ask him to get together the A-team, or basically, if you've seen the trailer. He is like the stereotypical socially awkward, never gets out of the house loser who just doesn't know how to interact with people that you see in a lot of these comedies. But the bits of that were pretty funny. There's a whole extended joke with him just constantly harassing this FBI agent and just driving this guy fucking insane. But then one of my favorite parts of this movie, my favorite bit of this movie that I felt could have gone on longer, that was one of my problems, is like, man, that joke could have just kept going and going and it would have been funnier every time, is there's a bit in this movie where, if you've seen the trailer, I feel like I keep saying that, but there's a part in the trailer where Amy Schumer and Goldie Hawn are escaping on a back of a truck or whatever, and there's a henchman basically coming after them, and Amy Schumer beats him over the head with a shovel and pretty much kills him. It does kill him, and what you don't see in the trailer though is that it becomes a recurring joke because they're kidnapped by like this criminal overlord or something, I don't know, never was explained, in Ecuador, who kidnaps them and wants ransom and all stuff like that. The stereotypical criminal overlord that kidnaps people in movies. And he when she kills this guy with the shovel, this is after they escape from his captivity, and he ends up running into them later on in the movie, and he explains to Amy Schumer that was his only nephew and that she killed his only nephew. And she says, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know that was your only nephew." And while they're kind of distracted, she finds a harpoon gun and accidentally shoots it off, makes it go off, and kills another one of his henchmen that ends up being his own. She's like, "You killed my only son," and I busted up laughing. I'm like, all right, that could be kind of a funny running. I was like, this could be a funny running gag if they kept going. Uh, uh, it's pretty bad when that's like one of the funnier parts. Where she just ends up killing like his whole family. I thought that's where it was going, but that doesn't go that far. But I was kind of chuckling every time at those two bits. That was a running joke in the movie. Also, that part where they're going to swing out the guy that they find, for that guy from what was it? Is he from CSI? He's on CSI and stuff. Law and Order. No, he's on Law and Order. The American guy that tries to help him get through Ecuador, when he's trying to swing on the vines, and it ends pretty much how you expect it would end. It's fucking hilarious. It's still like, even though I saw that joke coming a mile away, it still was hilarious. I recommend this movie. It's a fairly enjoyable sit. It's better than Alien Covenant. Trust me, it is. Snatched was a lot better than Alien Covenant. As far as trailers for both movies, I didn't get any new ones. My drive-in just kind of doesn't play. They just play trailers for future movies they got playing, which is like Baywatch, Pirates, Wonder Woman, and Baby Driver, which that's the only one I actually want to see. I don't know what the hell. This is going to be becoming a recurring theme throughout the summer. That I'm going to go to the drive-in every so often and go see a new movie over at the drive-in, and maybe see something I wasn't originally planning on seeing, like, Snatched, or because of it not getting good reviews or whatever. So that'll happen every so often. I will still go to the theaters too and see some of these movies, because sometimes they don't come to the drive-in. I want to go support the drive-in. I have 2 drive-ins near me, and I said, why not keep supporting them? So I'll be back. I don't know when I'm going to be back, because this week is Baywatch and Pirates, and both are getting horrible reviews. So I got a week off from the movies. So, and I was really disappointed because I wanted to see Baywatch. That did look kind of funny, but apparently it's not very good. Yeah, so I don't know when I'll be back, but I'll be back eventually with something. And then the week after that's like Wonder Woman and Captain Underpants. Maybe Captain Underpants. I mean, I don't know. Probably not. I don't know if Wonder Woman or not. Maybe that will actually surprise everybody. Maybe that will be the first good DC movie. I don't know. But until then, I'll talk to you guys later.